Welcome to another Beacon demonstration video. Today I'm going to be taking you through how to perform a refund using the Beacon back office or head office, similar to how you would perform a refund at the point of sale. Now, this is a continuation of a previous video I did on how to perform a sale, but slight alteration there. So I would recommend before you do this, go watch our video on how to perform a sale and then come back and watch this. So on the back office there, I'm going to go to data entry and I'm going to go to customer invoicing. You can see my previous transaction there from when I did the sale. Now let's pretend like a customer has been charged incorrectly. Let's pretend like this customer was originally charged for fuel for 25 litres at $1.30 for unleaded, and it was actually meant for a different customer. So I can always go in my customer invoicing screen, I can start by adding a quote. So I'm going to firstly refund off this wrong customer, and I bring them up. And then what I'm going to do, very importantly, is I need to tick this credit tick box in the top right hand corner. You can see once I've ticked it, down the bottom, the text is now changed in red over here where it says under the quote line. So if I was to untick it, it goes back to a sale. But if I tick it, it's a credit or a refund. So let's bring up that item. So if I bring up unleaded again, unleaded 91, it was once again pump 2. I can leave the text, I don't need to alter it, but you can there if you want to. Now in this case, it was 25 litres, once again in red. The value, now I have the ability to override this again, and I can put in the price that it was originally. So if the price has changed, you can also override it here. So it's another benefit. So there we go. So 25 litres refunded for $1.30 per unit, comes to $32.50. That's perfect. I just press enter on these last two lines. Now there was also a shop item on my previous transaction. I don't need to refund that if that part was correctly meant for that customer. So I'm just correcting the part that needs to be corrected. Again, I do have the ability to type in extra lines if I want to. I can say wrong customer charged. It's optional. But once I'm done, I can now go ahead and press the save button down the bottom there. So save. It comes up again. If I want to go ahead and create it as a quote or an invoice, it's up to you. But in this case, I'll just go ahead and do a quote. So once again, it's a quote, and you can see the text is red, even though it's on a gray colored background. It's a quote, but a refund quote. So I'm going to do the same process I did in the previous video. I'm going to select it. I'm going to process it, which goes to yellow as a work order. I'm going to select it again, and I'm going to pay it. Now, and this time I'm going to select the account again, which is going to refund $32.50 off this particular customer. So I'm going to press account, which is that there for negative $32.50. Perfect. Press complete. And the transaction has now refunded. So I can see that by going to Customer Maintenance Enquiry, bring up my customer, go to their transactions, and you can see that there. And it's called a tax adjustment in this wording here, but basically it's a refund that you can see. If I was to bring it up, you can see the exact same details as a refund transaction. So I'm done from there. The only thing I might have to do from there is recreate the transaction, but perhaps charge it to the real customer. So I would go to quote, maybe it was a cash customer this time, and just repeat the exact same steps you did in the first video to create the sale again. But that is the simple nature of how you perform a refund using customer invoicing. Thanks for watching our video on how to perform a refund using customer invoicing. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us at support@beaconsoftware.com.au.